Hey guys, it's Dipesh here, CEO of Gravitescu. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a post on TikTok. So let's get to it. So right now we are in the post creation section. However, I'm going to quickly exit. So you might get some sound playing off TikTok, but I just want to show you the plus button that's normally at the bottom here. That's what you press to get to this section. So let's go do that now.
Campaigns and creative breakthroughs with a series of comprehensive.
So you can see that I just pressed that plus button at the bottom, and that's what brings me here. Now, from some of Ben's videos, you'll know that actually to get to live, you also have to do the same thing. However, to create a post, we need to be on the post part of it. So here's the post part. So let's get to it, right? Now, at the bottom right here, you've got 15 seconds, 60 seconds, and 10 minutes. However, you've also got a button here which allows you to upload videos you've already recorded on your camera. That's what I'm going to use right now. And actually, if you're uploading a video, and most people don't know this, they can actually upload a video up to 60 minutes versus doing it just with the 15 seconds, 60 seconds, and 10-minute options. So let's go click. Let's just move here. Let's just go. I'm going to put it on 10 minutes, but let's just go and click down here. Right, so I've got a couple of videos on here, so I'm just going to keep current selection. Let's, now I can put this one video in if I want to. I can click on it and watch it. I can also do the same thing with that other video. However, if I want to use both of them, I can literally hit those circles in the top right of each of them. So let's include both of them. I am going to go turn the sound off on these once I press next here, just so you can still hear what I'm saying. So let's go do that. So we'll do next. Turn the sound off. Done. And then it's going to sounds off, right? So you guys can hear me now. Now, what we want to do here, the first thing you need to understand, down the right hand side is pretty much everything, all the different editing options you need. The first one at the top that says edit, let's go press that, because that also takes us into an area where we can edit and clip some of the clips that we've got. We can change them, things like that. So let's start with that. So let's press edit here. So now I've gone into this almost video editing mode, if you look at it. So if I'm using my finger to drag at the bottom here, the clips. So let's say the first clip is slightly too long. I don't want it 8 seconds, I want it 6 seconds, or I want it starting here. You can see that the video was also moving when I did that. So now I've just shortened that. I can also do things like cut it or split it. So at the bottom, you can see the split button. So if I press split, now I can say, well, I don't want that first section. So I could hit delete if I want. If I made a mistake, I can literally just do undo. So if you look where the play button is in the middle here, to the right, there's a back button and a front button. That's undo and redo. So let's undo that. I want to keep that as it is. What I can also do is change these videos as well. So let's say I want to change this. Let's have a look at the options. I can add a filter to it. So I could say, right, that looks a bit sunnier, doesn't it? Let's keep that. It's a bit more vibrant. So as you can see, I just added a filter to it. There are other options here. There's the magic button where you can do little different things. So if I use camera zoom, then you'll see, look, there you go. Now TikTok makes this all really easy for you because it's giving you these presets that you can just click on, you can test, see if you like them, so on. So, or look, let's change it to camera motion instead. Oh, look at that. There you go. So there's different things you can do. Speed zoom. Let's try that. Oh, that's good, isn't it? So that's a good, let's stick with that, right? So again, you can have a play with it. There's always motion, layer, AI drawing, all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to go through all of them, otherwise this video is going to be too long. And my idea is just to teach you how to make a basic post at this point. So let's just hit the tick button and say, yep, we're good with what we've just changed there. So let's have a quick watch of that. There you go. And then it goes into the other video. Now, again, I might want to just cut some of this up. Let's just go straight into this bit. Again, if I want to turn the sound, I'll turn the sound on here. So if I click there and I go to volume, I can add the sound back, but you are going to hear that over me for a second. Account. To tell that it's a real account, simply go to the profile and have a look, and if you click affiliate underneath, you're going to get all the information that you need to see to come. All right, I'm going to turn it off just so I can keep talking to you here. Right, and that's it. And so you can essentially, it's as easy as that. And if you want to go back to the screen we had before, let's do that. It's the top left, there's that arrow button, so let's hit that. Right, look, there's our edit. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to add sound to this, right? Now, if you think about it, TikTok's logo is a music note. So judging by that, adding sound is pretty important. Even if you're doing a voiceover and you don't want sound, it's good to have a background song, maybe and I'll show you what to do with that if you are doing more of a talking video. So let's just, there's different things here. You can see what's gone viral on TikTok. So let's hit that. Just by clicking on them, you can hear what they are before you actually select them.
God, thank you for sunshine. God, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy.
Now, that's the song I've just added. What I'm going to do, obviously the music's playing, but I'm going to go and turn the volume down on it. So bear with me.
And thank you for this life. Sorry I complain. The ups and the downs, it's just a part of the game. It's a beautiful.
Now, let's say that's down now. So let's say you are doing a talking video like me right now in this clip. What you can do is set the sound really low. So let's do that. And then, let's try and get... No better time to join us. It's completely free to join. We take no cut from your diamonds either. So click the link in the bio and we look forward to working with you. Accounts. To tell that it's a real account, simply go to the profile and have a look, and if you click affiliate underneath, you're going to get all the information that you need to see to confirm that this is an affiliated account to Gravitas Q. You can also head over to the video that this video has been stitched with on our main account at Gravitas Q. Turning that off for a second, right? So you can see that I can easily take the original sound of the video and increase the sound of that, keep the music really low if I want to, and we are in a position where we are putting music in there, which does help post to a degree. It's questionable, but it's a music note. The logo's a music note. So just remember that. And if you're using trending sounds, that can really help as well at times. So it's as simple as that to really add the sound. So we've added the sound. I've turned the volume down, guys. The next thing you need to do is add a good title. Now, this title should include a hook or something that's going to get someone. So think about, who am I trying to attract here? And what am I trying to tell them, and what is going to convince them to watch the rest of this video? If you think about those three things, then you can come up with a really good hook. You can even use AI to help you come up with some of these, right? Because I know more people are using AI for titles and things like that, but so that is an option. So let's give that a go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make up a hook here. We went to Paris and did not come back empty-handed. Or if you want to be a bit more clickbaity about it, you could be like, guess what came back from Paris with us? Now you've got a bit of a hook in your title. If they see that at the beginning, they're going to want to see what you came back with, right? So play around with hooks and stuff. And now you can also change the title here. So if I hit edit, let's hit edit. Now, I can change the style of this. So let's start with the first. At the top, you can see there's a big A there on the left. So let's hit that. And here at the bottom, you can pick retro writing, elegance, vintage, whatever works for you best, right? So I'm going to leave bold in this example. Go back to edit. Now you can also change the color. If you want to change the color, I'm going to leave it white, but you can do black, red, yellow, whatever floats your boat or whatever works with your video. I'm going to leave it white. Now, what I really like is this button here, the one in the middle. So if you hit that, it's going to change the style. So you can see it's giving you different options. So it starts off with, the first time I press it, it's going to put a black border around the white. You can see, press it again, it's giving you a white canvas for it to be around, or a white canvas for it to sit on. Now it's doing a bit more of a transparent one. Now it's giving you back to pretty much normal. So it has options. So you've got options here. Now I'm going to use that one. You can also add a speech. First, you can also change if you want it to be middle, centered, or whatever. I'm going to keep it centered. You can also hit this button, check your internet. Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not getting any voices coming up. Have a play of that button. It'll allow you to add a voice that reads the caption out at the start of the post or wherever you want in the post. I have no idea why it's not working right now. It's really weird. So give that a go as well, because you'll find that that's really useful with certain, if the hook is said by someone at the start, not just written, that can also help get you more views. Now you can move this around, make it bigger, smaller, just by pinching two fingers together. So I think that's really useful. I'm going to keep that about here over my head. I don't want to put it in the middle of my face because that would be really silly, right, guys? Believe it or not, people do it. Don't do it. It kind of gives you what the hot zone is here, because it's saying if you go too high on the FYP, you're going to see following in for you. So that's going to get in the way. So it's telling you do not go that high with it. But as I go to the bottom, you'll see my description and things like that will start showing up. So I don't want to be too low with it either, because it's going to get in the way of the description and title, which we set later. So let's keep it about here. That's pretty perfect, right? Now, the next thing we're going to look at is some of these other options. Now, I don't use a lot of these options, but again, we've added the title, which we pressed AA for, and let's press this.
God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day.
I'm just turning the sound off. That is a templates button. There's various templates there which you can use, and you can just change the template. So if I hit, that's giving me a choice to change the music. See what's happening? It's also changed the style of.
Okay, let's go.
God, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy.
Right, sorry, the sound keeps getting added back when I obviously make some of these changes, but that will help you make some more better edited posts, right, if you use that. It's templates, and you can immediately apply them to the clips that you've got, and you can have a play around with that. That will help you get some bit of editing skills going on as well. Stickers, again, you can add those. There's different effects you can add. I'm not going to go into all of these now. Filters, which showed you already, it was in the editing section, but if I want to change the style, I can do that. Not going to do anything. I'll press effects actually, because here you can see there's different things I can add to here. So if I hit that, that's just change the style of it. Again, this is stuff you can play around with to get the right version that you want. I'm going to do cancel. Actually, not cancel. Let's just wait here. Hold on. Cancel. Yep, discard. Right, so that's it. It's pretty much as simple as that. Once you've made your edits, there are other things you can add. You can add your voice. So if I want to make a quick voiceover, I can do that. Add sounds to use voice filters. So you can add little sounds. You can even record your voice. If I hold that down now, then I'll be able to record something. Hey, guess what we came back with? Done. I'll hold that down. Hey, guess what we came back with? I'll hold that down. Hey, guess what we came back with? I'm gonna have to turn this off again. Right. I shouldn't have saved that. Change your voice. No, wait. View voice. Let's get rid of it. Right, done. That's how you can add a voiceover. Guys, this is really easy to do. Making a post is a lot easier than a lot of people think. Again, volume, you've seen me use that multiple times. And then you can download the video, so you can hit save to download the video as well. Maybe you want to upload it to another platform as well, not just a TikTok, like Instagram or somewhere, a good marketing hack to get more people to your lives and things like that. So that gives you options for that as well. The next thing you're going to do is hit next. So let's do that. Now here is where you're going to put a description. Now you can just use the hook, hey, guess what? Or you can tell a bit more if you want. I want to say multi-award winning creator network. And then I won't say more than that. Now, hashtags. This is where you put your hashtags. Everybody loves to use FYP, so just stick it in. I don't think it makes any difference, by the way, using that hashtag. I think your hashtag should be relevant to what your video is. So don't think about what your account is. Make it relevant to what your video is and the type of people you want to see it. So here I'm going to say create a network. Anybody searching for create a network, I definitely want them to see this post. Anybody looking for a live agency, anybody looking to learn to, no, actually, I can use learn to go live here, but I'm fetching a little bit because this post is more about the awards, right? So let's just say creator, we could say awards. Another one I'm going to use is award-winning TikTok. No, I'm just going to say award-winning agency. And then we'll put TikTok Live here as well because it is relevant to TikTok Live as we are a TikTok Live agency. Now you can use up to 4 to 7 hashtags. I wouldn't use more than 7 though. And just keep it relevant to what you do. Actually, the other thing that's worth showing you is that, look, how I wrote TikTok Live. What you will get results below that show you, so TikTok Live agency, let's do that. Look, it'll tell you the number of posts that have occurred using that hashtag. So that's quite a useful thing to know. So TikTok Live agency, yep, let's use that one. So it said there's about 3,000 posts or whatever. Let's say I want to mention someone in here. I can hit this mention button next to the hashtags button. So if I hit that, I say, you know what, let me tag in Ben. Let's tag Ben into this. There you go. And I can tag all my other accounts as well, all the other Gravitas Q accounts. So that's another option for you. Now, that's it. It's as simple as that to do your description. Keep it relevant to the people you want viewing this post. The next thing I want to show you is edit cover. So let's go over here. Remember, these hashtags are also used in search. So let's go to edit cover. Now here I can add it. This is a good way to also keep your posts consistent. So pick the one that you like the most. Right, so let's say you like this purple one the most. Now you can, using your two fingers, you could turn it, make it bigger, whatever, right? Now you could say, here, you could use your hook here, again, guess what we came back with from Paris. Now here you can do that because it's going to make people want to be like, oh, what is it? Now I might want to change the cover so people don't know that it's the award, so there's also that option. So at the bottom here, you can select a different cover. So let's say I'm going to use that. So save. Again, I would just try to use the same style cover you use on all of them, because then it's going to appear on all your posts and all your posts are going to look similar then. And you want consistency in the way the tiles look when somebody lands on your profile, the tiles of all your posts. The other thing I want to show you here, you can add links. So you can add a link. So let's say you've got a live event, you can hit here and put that in. You can add your location, privacy settings. Now, privacy settings are usually, are you going to allow comments? On TikTok, yes, you are going to allow comments. And then it says allow reuse of content. So this means that somebody could duet this post, or they can use stickers, or they can stitch this post and make a post with it, or something like that, right? Now, if you don't mind them doing that, then leave it on. If there's a post you really want to protect and you don't want someone else doing anything with it, then just turn that off. But just remember, part of it is like stickers as well. And sometimes it's good to use Duet and Stitch, because if people like your post and then they're using it in their own account, that will lead back to more marketing for you. So bear that in mind. And that's it really. And at the bottom, you have to then accept the music usage confirmation and then hit post. I'm not going to post this because, first of all, this post makes no sense. It's two separate videos doing two separate things. But you get the gist now of how to make these edits. The one other thing I haven't shown you and is really important is how to add captions. So I'm just going to go back and show you that. But if you get to this stage in your post, literally accept, post, done, share it to anybody you want to share it to. All of this stuff is pretty straightforward for anyone else. And if you're not sure, then obviously hit the share button and you can share it to different platforms. You can share it in different ways, all of that stuff. Really easy, I promise you. Let's go back and I'll show you captions. So let's go back. Now, if I hit the arrow like I just did, look, I'll hit that arrow down and go to something called captions. So I'm going to click captions. Couldn't generate captions. Why not? Let's have a look. Due to copyright restrictions. I have no idea why that's coming up. Maybe let's remove this music. Try again. I see. So let's go put the volume back up. And guys, this is one of those accounts. I'm going to keep it really down so you can still hear me. Now let's hit caption. Now what it can do is it can literally generate captions for this video automatically for you based on what you have said in the video. You want to include this. This also comes up in TikTok search when people are searching. The keywords in here also help your post get found more. There are different styles for this as well. You can pick the style that suits you best. I want to keep the current style. I like that. Now guys, there is captions already in this video, so I will add it just so you can see what it's like. Here you go. Let me press play. Due to our fast growth, we are launching our TikTok. So that's too big. So let's start by making that a bit smaller. Remember, keep it in the hot zone. Don't go too high up. It's showing you there. And don't go too far low. Keep it somewhere like... I personally... The other thing I'm going to show you how you can get rid of this tile so it doesn't stay up the whole time. So let's say I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it exactly where the title and stuff is. And I'm going to say awesome select. No, I'm going to say awesome done, basically. And guys, this is one of those accounts. Tell that it's a real account. Simply go to the profile. That's it. So hit cross here. Now that's been added. I can still move it around. Bear that in mind. But what we're going to do is we're going to quickly click on this and we're going to go back. We're going to, hold on, forget that. Let's go back a bit. Now we're going to click here and we're going to set a duration. Can you see it says set duration? I only want that coming up for the first 3 seconds. So I'm now changing it from the bottom. There's this thing that shows how long it lasts. So we're going to take that end arrow and we're going to bring it. And remember, we can move that title. If we click on that title, we can also move it to anywhere we want. But we're not going to do that by just setting it. Now I'm going to set it from 0 seconds. Let's try and slide this along. My phone has frozen. Let me just hit edit there again. Set duration. I'm going to just take that all the way back to the first 3 seconds. So now we shouldn't have any crossover. And then what we're going to do, we're going to wait for those captions to come up again, and we're going to edit those too. Due to our fast growth, we are launching our TikTok. I'm going to edit these captions, and I'm going to actually get rid of this first line because I don't want anything there, and it's going to overlap anyway. So let's now get to these captions. Now I'm going to move that slightly higher. So now if we go watch the whole thing, so let's go back to the beginning. Guess what came back from Paris with us? There you go, see? So we've used the same area, but obviously the title has disappeared because we've set a duration on it. And it is good to set a duration on those titles. You don't want it around. You just want it, it's a hook. You want it around at the beginning so people can see what they're about to see. Use it to hook them in, that's it. We hit back here. Guys, simple as that. And I already showed you, if you hit next, then this is where you'll then post it, and you accept this and hit the post button, and that's it. You'll get a little loading thing that will go up to 100%, and that's it. It's all been posted and you are ready to go. So I hope this has helped. Go for it.